Hello there, Famiri. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. And by the title, I assume that you want to know, how do I recognize protein overload? And if I have it, what the heck do I do to recover my hair? So, if you want to know that, keep watching, because that is exactly what I'm going to discuss in this video. So, I'm not going to talk too much. If you're worried about protein overload and how to recover, I got you. Don't worry. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. With one click of a button, we become a Famiri, which is Surinamese for family. Let's get into this video. I honestly didn't know that protein overload was a thing. I didn't know. To notice the signs of protein overload, you just have to look at your hair. Does your hair feel unusually dry and brittle? Does it feel stiff, like straw? Does it tangle more easily? Does it shed more? All of those things can be signs of protein overload. If you're not sure, you have to do a strand test. That just means that you take a strand of shed hair and you pull on it, and if it snaps almost immediately, you have too much protein in your hair at that moment. So those are all signs of protein overload. How can you get protein overload? Why is that a thing? Now, our hair needs protein and it needs moisture. It has a certain balance, but the balance isn't the same for everybody. Some people are protein sensitive, and others really have damaged hair, so they need the protein to temporarily patch up their hair and make it stronger. But too much protein is not good for you. So you can get protein treatment by just using too much protein. It can happen from a treatment, like a deep conditioner, but it can also happen like a deep conditioner in combination with the proteins in your styler, in your conditioner, even in your shampoo. And be mindful of ingredients, guys, because even deep conditioners that are said to be moisturizing can have proteins. To avoid protein overload, just be mindful of ingredients of your product and know your hair. Okay, so now that we know what the signs are, how to avoid it, what should you do if you already have protein overload like myself? How can you nurse your hair back to health? So I've done my research and this is what I'm doing, okay? These are my tips to you. So my first tip is you have to temporarily cut out all products that contain proteins. All products that contain proteins. That means read ingredient lists. Don't scan them. That's what I did. You can miss ingredients if you just scan them. Read them carefully. If you see these ingredients, you should probably avoid that product for a few weeks until your hair feels better. And I would say, once again, double check conditioners, leave-in conditioners, and deep conditioners. Even if they say to be moisturizing, some companies still put protein in it because a lot of people's hair is damaged and they need that protein. Another tip would be cleanse and clarify your hair once a week. If you don't like shampoo, I'm sorry, you're gonna need it in this process, because protein is made to temporarily patch damaged parts of your hair. But if you're using too much protein, it coats the hair. So you're gonna need a clarifying shampoo to remove sort of like the buildup. If you want to use a moisturizing shampoo, because once a week to clarify is a lot. Once a week I use a moisturizing shampoo, but I've already clarified my hair. So a moisturizing shampoo is okay, but be sure that it does really get your hair clean and it doesn't coat it even more. My next tip, moisturize and seal your hair well. Think about moisturizing your hair effectively. Know if you have low porosity hair or high porosity hair, because that's gonna determine how you have to treat your hair to effectively moisturize it. For instance, I have low porosity hair. I didn't know I had low porosity hair, so I was ineffectively moisturizing my hair. So with recovering from protein overload, you have to moisturize your hair effectively. make sure that the moisture really penetrates the hair, and that you then seal it with maybe the LOC method or the LCO method. I'm not really good at this next tip, but I know I should be, so do as I say, not as I do. My next tip is to moisturize your hair midweek. Midweek, just do a refresher. Just add some water, add products to seal the moisture in, and then maybe restyle your hair. But it is important to moisturize your hair often. If you can, maybe have a nightly routine where you spritz your hair, and just to make sure that your hair gets that extra love. Next tip, go for protective styling. With protein overload, like I said, the hair can be brittle. It can break easily. Go for low manipulation styles. And lastly, my last tip is, once again, ingredient wise, some people say to avoid products with coconut oil because they believe that coconut oil is a protein as well. I'm still on the fence with that. For me, I use certain products with coconut oil in it, and my hair is still good. But what I have noticed is something else that I read up on. Use products with ingredients like honey and aloe vera, and I can 100% back that, because aloe vera is very good for retaining moisture, and honey is a humectant. That means that all of the moisture in your products will be sucked into your hair. It draws it into your hair. So honey and aloe vera, products with honey and aloe vera, go for it. Products with coconut oil, some people say don't, but I'm still on the fence. But do what works for you. So those were my tips for recovering from protein overload. Like I said, it'll take some time, so you have to be patient, you know. After a few weeks, you will notice, I am noticing that now, that your hair will be softer. It'll look more moisturized, but it'll feel more moisturized as well. Keep going. As soon as you notice that your hair is getting better, maybe like give it a month, give it maybe like 6 weeks. That's when you have to get to know your hair to figure out if you're protein sensitive or not. What is your best balance? So I would say that's what I'm gonna do. Incorporate products like maybe one at a time that have protein. Just kind of see what your hair does. If your hair doesn't like it, like after one try, you're probably protein sensitive, and you should stay the heck away. You should stay the heck away from protein. And if your hair likes it, you know, do it maybe like once a week, once every 2 weeks, and then figure out what your hair likes. But don't have a regimen with products where all your products have protein and then you're doing protein treatments. That's a lot. That's what I was doing. But you live and you learn, right? So that's it for this video. If you notice that you are protein sensitive and you really need products without protein, or you're recovering from protein overload, you need protein-free products. So check out this video for protein-free products. So that was it for today. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, like, what is your best protein moisture balance? Are you protein sensitive? Have you had protein overload? And what are your tips to recover from protein overload? I would very much appreciate it. I know the Famiri would too. If you're new, yo, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel to become part of the Famiri. And I already told y'all, that means family. So I hope to see your face in these comments. And if you are really loyal, like really gangster, you're gonna click that little bell next to the subscribe button, you know, ring-a-ling-ling-ling. And yeah, that means you're loyal and you will know when I upload a new video. And also follow me on Instagram. I love seeing you guys on Instagram as well. We're doing fun stuff with the Insta stories. I'm going live on Instagram, doing my hair, answering questions, and we're gonna be jamming with some 80s and 90s songs, you know, hey! So follow me on Instagram if you don't want to miss that. All that's left to say is I'll see you in the next video. You don't have to wait until I upload another video, which will be very soon. But I've already put another video for you here. And I would really like it if you would check it out. You would make me happy. Have a wonderful day, you wonderful human being. Okay, I'm gonna just sit here while you click it. Bye!